of the Sovereign Order of Malta continued to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial.
நையா தீர்ந்திடவும் பொய்யா மூடம்புலக மெய்யா மூளை தேழும் பொய் மையார் நினைவணுவும் உய்யா தொடுக்கிடவே மெய்யார் இதய வெளி வெய்யோன் சுயமான்மா விலங்குமே இருளடங்குமே இதரொடுங்குமே இன்பம் பொங்குமே ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம். இதுவே நானாமெனும் நினைவே நானா நினைவுகள் சேர் ஊனாரேனும் அதனால் நானாரிடமேதென்று போனால் நினைவுகள் போய் நானா நெனக்குகையுள் தானாய் திகழும் ஆன்மன் ஞானமே இதுவே மோனமே ஏகவானமே இன்பத்தானமே ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம்.
Nithyananda, everybody, we request every one of you to please settle down. It's time for us to begin. We have another few moments before we get started. I request every one of you to please have your videos on. Now, all the participants in Antigua and Barbuda, please settle down. Please settle down with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Inhale and exhale deeply. Inhale and exhale deeply. Now, please bring your hands in front of your heart. Place them in the Anjali Mudra. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Let us begin with the Sadguru Vandaram. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. From the same space, let us set the intention for the day. Visualize how you want your entire day to be. See yourself strong, powerful, flexible, manifesting Swamiji, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva, ultimately manifesting the oneness with Swamiji. See your body cooperating with you, supporting you to achieve everything that you want. See yourself without any tiredness or boredom. From this space, let us chant the Shivamoola mantra 11 times internally. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 We are now going to be entering into the Tattvachamanam, which is the ritualistic cleansing process. Now please take the Panchapatram and Uddarni in your hands. Let us enter into the Tattvachamanam.
Keeping your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, take an Uddarni of water into your right palm. Sip the water from the base of the right palm along with the mantra. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Take another Uddarni of water. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Take another Uddarni of water. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Please wash your hand with an Uddarni of water. With the base of the right thumb, wipe your lips twice from the right to the left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Again wash your hand. With the index, middle and ring fingers joined together, touch the above the upper lip and below the lower lip. Again wash your hand. With the index finger and thumb joined together, touch the right nostril, the left nostril. With the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch the right eye, the left eye, the right ear and then the left ear. Again wash your hand. With the little finger and thumb joined together, touch the navel center, the right chest, the left chest. With all 5 fingers joined together, touch the top of the head, the right shoulder, left shoulder, and then the heart center. Again, wash your hand.
Let us now enter into the Sankalpa, which is the conscious resolution. When you perform the conscious resolution, the Sankalpa, the very strength of the Sankalpa itself will deliver and manifest the results that are intended. So from the same space, to experience oneness with Swamiji, to align our geometry to the cosmic geometry, let us now enter into the Sankalpa. Please clasp your left hand with your right and place it on your right thigh. Let us now enter into the Sankalpa.
Om ममोपात्त समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्धे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसुनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे लक्ष्मीवेङ्कटेश्वर ऋतु मिथुनमासे कृष्णपक्षे त्रयोदश्यां शुभतिथौ सोमवासरयुक्तायां कृत्तिकानक्षत्र धृतियोग वणिजकरण एवं गुणविशेषणविशिष्टाय अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्र श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयाण गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवद्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्र साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभा नवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम ते तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्यवीर्यविजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षचतुर्विधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं समस्तदुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्तमङ्गल अवाप्त्यर्थं भगवत्श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवप्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्यजीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्तदृढगात्रयौगिकशरीरसिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवशक्त्याविष्करणार्थं नित्यानन्दयोगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Please wash your hand with an uddani of water. Om apa upasprishya.
Please place your Panchapatram and Udarniya aside and please stand up. It's time for us to get started. Please stand up on your mats. Now, we're going to begin by rotating our neck. So let us start off by rotating our neck. Rotate it clockwise and then you're going to rotate it anti-clockwise direction. As you rotate, stretch it out nicely. And rotate it. Now interlock your hands behind your head and apply gentle pressure as you push your head forward, stretching your neck muscles. When you're going back, push your head backward. Now let's move forward. Start rotating your hands. Please start rotating your hands. Make nice and big circles. Now bend your arms, bend your elbows, and then start rotating your shoulders. In the opposite direction. And relax. Let's now start swinging ourselves to the left and right. Please start swinging your body towards the left and right. Swing yourself to the left and right. Leave your body loose and then swing. When you're going backward, you're going to exhale and give yourself a little more push. So you're swinging yourself nice and good. Come on, come on, twist yourself. You're going to look backward when you turn. Come on, twist yourself. and relax. We are going to next move forward and down, bend forward and down. Have a slight gap between your feet and try to get your forehead towards your knees. You're going to push your hand towards the ground and the gap between your feet. Bounce yourself up and down. Come on, every one of you, bounce yourself up and down. Push forward and down. When you go down, you're going to exhale and push yourself to the ground. And relax. Come back to a standing position. From here, let's move forward to rotating our wrist. Let's start rotating our wrist. Rotate your wrist clockwise and then the anti-clockwise direction. And move forward with bending your wrist towards you. Turn it and then pull it towards you again. The other hand. Now move forward with stretching your hands. Pull it with the other. Raise the other hand towards your face, as high as possible towards your face, and stretch it. Feel the stretch. And relax. Now we're going to interlock our hands and then we're going to stretch it up all the way up towards the sky. You're going to stretch your hands all the way up towards the sky. And then slightly bend towards the left and then to the right. Hold at the bottom of the bend. Stretch yourself as you're doing it. Now interlock your hands behind your back and you're going to exhale and just push yourself towards the ground. Okay, you're going to push yourself towards the ground. Bring your head towards your knees. Try to push your hand towards the ground. Come on, push, push, push. As you go down, exhale and try to swing your hand backward, pushing yourself further down. And relax. Slowly come back to standing position. We're going to move forward with rotating our hips. Place your hands on your hips and then let's rotate our hips. Clockwise and then the anti-clockwise direction. Opposite direction. Now move forward to your knees. Rotate them in the opposite direction. Let's move forward with our feet. You're going to start rotating your feet. Switch over to the other foot and rotate your feet. Now from here, we're going to start walking towards the front and back of our mat. Start walking towards the front and back of your mat. Now, we are going to take the next 1 minute and we are going to jump wherever we are. So the key focus here is for us to get our heartbeat up, and we want to make sure that you are continuously jumping. Try to jump as high as you can, but keep the focus to jumping back immediately. As soon as your feet touches the ground, you got to jump back immediately. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start jumping. Come on, start jumping. Come on, keep jumping, keep going. We're 10 seconds in. As soon as your feet touches the ground, you're going to push yourself up again. Jump yourself again. Keep going, keep jumping, don't stop. Even if you're not able to jump very high, it's fine. Just keep it going. 20 seconds in. Yes, we are 30 seconds in. Another 30 seconds to go. Keep going, keep going. Increase the pace of your jumping. Jump faster. Last 15 seconds. Keep going. Come on, don't stop, don't stop. Even if your knees hurt, keep going. Don't stop. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Start walking towards the front and back of your mat. Don't stop. Just keep walking towards the front and back of your mat. Catch your breath. We are next going to be entering into the skeleton dance. In the skeleton dance, you're going to visualize yourself as just skeleton, bare bones. And then you're going to start shaking your body intensely. Keep your awareness on shaking out every joint. Literally, you should feel each and every single joint, every single muscle, every single bone that you have has woken up. So you're going to go crazy. Ready? Let us now enter into the skeleton dance. Please close your eyes. Let's begin.
Nithyananda, Nithyananda, Nithyananda. Nithyanandam, 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 Anandam, Nithyanandam, Anandam.
Come on, shake, 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 shake. Come on, last 30 seconds. Keep going faster.
எட்டாம் படி எடுத்து எட்டு வரதன வரவரம் மாவத்தர காளிய கருப்பு சமய பதவதேவி வல்லவ சமய முன்னோரே என பேச்சிய தல மாரியம்மள திரு கோபுரம் கட்டவே அலாம்பனுக்கு அழகு புகுதி நிஜ வரளம் ஜலகி அலாம்பனுக்கு அழகு புகுதி நிஜ வரளம் ஜலகி நித்யானந்தம் 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 ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம் ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம் 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 ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம் ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம் 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 ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம்
Come on, last 10 seconds. Keep going.
நித்யானந்தம் ஆனந்தம்
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stand still. Stay where you are. Inhale and exhale deeply. Try to keep your mouth closed and inhale and exhale only through your nose. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Feel the blood coursing through your veins. Inhale all the way from your knees and exhale. Take deep and long breaths. Feel your fingertips, your toes pulsating with energy. Relax and slowly open your eyes and settle down. Open your eyes and settle down. All of you come to a seated position. Let us now enter into the Sakala Vinyasa Krama. We are going to continue from where we left yesterday. So the first asana that we are going to be doing today is going to be Chaturanga Dandasana. All of you are going to lie down on your stomach. Please lay down on your stomach. All of you, please lay down on your stomach. Now you're going to place your hands by the side of your shoulders. Tuck your toes towards the ground. Tuck your toes onto the ground. So what we are going to be doing is we are just going to be lifting our body just a few inches off the ground. literally hovering ourselves just above the ground. You're not going to extend your elbow all the way, but you're going to just lift your body just a few inches of the ground and hold in the position. As you can see, your knees are off, your chest is off. You're just hovering yourself in the air. Relax. We're going to do this together. Okay? At the count of 3, we're going to lift ourselves and hold. If you're not able to lift your entire body, you can place your knee on the ground and lift your upper body off the ground, as you can see. But try to lift your entire body. If you're not able to do it, then you can place your knee and lift the rest of the body. Okay, ready? The count of 3, we're all going to go up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, lift. Visualize yourself as a sturdy wooden plank in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्विधैव विदितं हिनः दण्डासनं द्विधा प्रोक्तं विपरीतोपवेशने.
Relax. Relax, just lay down on your body, on your stomach. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Niranjana Karmasana. In Niranjana Karmasana, you are going to be getting yourself into a kneeling position. Please get down into a kneeling position, into Vajrasana. From here, bring your forehead towards the ground. Bring it as close as possible towards your knee. And place your elbows onto the ground beside your knees. And place your palms on your ears. Hold on to your ears and hold the position. Hold the position. Tuck yourself like a tight ball. Your elbows are close to your knees. Your palms on your ears. Head as close as possible towards your knees. In this position, you're going to be visualizing yourself without any karma. Swamiji clearing all your karmas as you perform the Niranjana Karmasana. And the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
बालको गर्भशय्यायां तिष्ठेत् संकुचितो यथा तथा गर्भासने योगी निरञ्जनविधिं भजेत्.
From this position, next we are going to be entering into the Danda Mayurasana. We are going to be entering into the Danda Mayurasana. So from the kneeling position, we are going to be placing our hands, palms facing inward, means your fingers are facing inward. You are then going to bend your elbows and bring it closer to your navel center. Bend your elbows and bring it closer to your navel center. Now once you are in this position, once you are comfortably holding in this position, then you are going to be bringing your focus and awareness, and you're going to lift your knee off the ground first. Okay, once you're balancing yourself on your stomach, you're then going to lift your knee off the ground, and then after that you're going to look forward and lift your feet off the ground as well. You're going to lift your feet off the ground as well, and you're going to hold in this position. So this is the Danda Mayurasana. Let's enter into the different variations, whichever we are able to. The first and foremost, you're going to get into a kneeling position, and from a kneeling position Bend your elbows inward. Come on, all of you, bend your elbows inward. Try to position them as close as possible towards your navel center. Try to position them there and bring your forehead onto the ground. Bring your forehead onto the ground. All the acharyas on the ground, please go around and support everyone. Bring your forehead on the ground. All of you, bring your forehead on the ground. Elbows at your navel center. Once you are in this position, then lift your knees off the ground. Lift your knees off the ground and lift your head off the ground and hold there. Only when you feel this is comfortable, then you can lift one leg off the ground at a time and then lift the other leg. So this is the Danda Mayurasana. While you're doing this, you're going to visualize yourself as a peacock in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Mayuram dandavat kurjan mayuram dandanamakam kurjan mayuram parshvabhyam mayura parshvanamakam.
Relax. Relax. You can drop yourself onto the ground, just rotate your wrist. Okay, just rotate your wrist, shake out your wrist. Okay, so how many of you are able to lift your feet off the ground? Can you give me a raise of hands? How many of you are able to lift your feet off the ground? Raise your hands if you're able to lift your feet off the ground. Okay, good. How many of you are able to lift your knees off the ground? You're able to lift your knees off the ground. Means your feet is on the ground, but your knees, you're able to lift it off. Can you raise your hands? Okay, good. Alright, drop your hands. Thank you. So next asana is actually going to be Pangu Mayurasana. In Pangu Mayurasana, we're going to be doing this with one hand. The Mayurasana with one hand and the other hand would be stretched forward. Now, for us to enter into the Pangu Mayurasana, first you should have been able to perform the two hand, the Mayurasana, the Danda Mayurasana properly, and then you will be able to move to Pangu Mayurasana. But we're going to try this. Whoever is able to already perform the Danda Mayurasana, all of you can try the Pangu Mayurasana. Now, as far as the Pangu Mayurasana is concerned, the key here is you're going to see generally when you are placing your hand, right, in Mayurasana, you'll be placing both your elbows in your navel center, right? But when you enter into Pangu Mayurasana, rather than placing it in the center, you're going to move it all the way to the side. So when you push yourself to the side, what happens is your whole body weight rests on the arms as well. So it's not just tipping at your navel center, but you're going to shift it a little more and the other hand is stretched in front of you. So that is what we are going to do it here and show for every one of you. So what you're going to be doing is whichever hand you want, you're going to push it in, okay, as much as possible. Push it inward, stretch the other hand in front of you, placing it on the ground, and then we're going to repeat the same. You're going to lift your knee and then you're going to lift one leg off the ground and then the other. Once you are able to balance, that is when finally you're going to lift your hand. Okay, till then you can take the support of your hand, but placing it forward in front of you. Alright, let's do this together. Okay, let's do this together. Come on. So let's all either position both our hands, or if you want to try the Pangu Mayurasana, you can position one of your hand. Okay, place the other hand in front of you. Now try to lift your knee off the ground and hold there, and then slowly try to lift one foot at a time and the other. As you enter into the Pangu Mayurasana, you're going to visualize yourself as a peacock standing on one leg, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मयूरासनवत् संस्थाप्य एकेन हस्तेन एकस्य हस्तस्य मणिबन्धं धारयेत् पाङ्गमयूरं भवति.
Relax. Okay, relax. Shake your hands out. We are now going to be performing the Pangu Mayurasana on the other side with the other hand. So just shake your hand out. We are going to repeat this again. Those of you who are still trying with two hands, you are going to do it once again with both your hands. All right, ready? Shall we go? So now once again, get onto your knees. Push your other hand. Push them as close as possible towards your stomach. Stretch the other hand in front of you. Stretch the other hand in front of you. Come on, all of you, let's do it. And then knees on the ground, feet on the ground. Try to lift your knee off the ground first. And then you're going to lift one foot at a time, balancing yourself at each stage. And once you're able to balance, then you're going to raise the hand off in front of you. As you do so, you're going to visualize yourself as a peacock standing on one foot with the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मयूरासनवत् संस्थाप्य एकेन हस्तेन एकस्य हस्तस्य मणिबन्धं धारयेत् पाङ्गमयूरं भवति.
Relax. Relax. Yes, all of you relax. The next asana we are going to do is going to be Jnanasana. So as you're sitting on your heels, move your right leg off to the side. Move your right leg off to the side. Push it off your butt and bend your left knee, bringing it on top of your right thigh. Place your hands on the respective knees. Place your hands on your respective knees. You are not sitting on top of your feet, okay? Your butt is on the ground. Your feet is to the side. Hold the position. Just place your hands on top of your knees and try to relax here. We are now going to be performing the Samakumbhaka. In Samakumbhaka, you are going to have a very slight inhalation and exhalation, almost like a faint inhalation and exhalation. While doing it, you're going to see the prana awakening in your navel center. Try to have a faint inhalation and exhalation, just the opposite of what we do while taking long and deep breath. This is short and faint breath. Visualize Devi Saraswati in your inner space as you perform the asana, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथान्यदासनं कृत्वा सर्वव्याधिनिवारणं योगाभ्यासी भवेत् क्षिप्रं ज्ञानासनप्रसादतः दक्षपादोर्मूले च वामपादतलं तथा दक्षपादतलं दक्षपार्श्वे संयोज्य धारयेत्.
Relax. The next asana we are going to be entering is going to be Kubjikasana. Now, as one foot is at the back, which we bent, is continuing to be at the same place. The foot in front of you, you are going to pull it as close as possible towards your armpit. So you're going to try to twist it and bring your feet as close as possible towards your armpit. Try to hold on to it with both your hands. If you're not able to go all the way there, try to pull and hold it with both your hands. So you're going to hold with both your hands and then you're going to try and pull it as much as you can. Try to get it as close as possible towards your armpit. If you're not able to push it all the way, that's okay, but hold it in the tension. Pull it and hold it. This is Kubjikasana. Come on, all of you, lift, 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 lift. See, even if you're not able to put it all the way in, don't worry about it. But you need to lift and hold the position. Hold the tension. Visualize Swamiji liberating you from all the karmas and the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ जठराग्निसन्दीपनं गुल्मप्लीहशूलहरकुब्जिकासनं किञ्चित्तिर्यक्शक्तिमा स्थाप्य जानुमूर्धं धृत्वा सम्परावर्तनेन कक्षमूले पादमादाय तिष्ठेत् एतत् पीठं कुब्जिकं वह्निकारी.
Relax slowly, let your feet down. The next asana we are going to be performing is Bharadwajasana. In Bharadwajasana, you are going to be, as you are seated, in the same position. Now once again you are going to bring your feet as close as possible towards your thigh and pull it as close as possible, because what you are going to do now is you are going to twist and you are going to hold on to the feet with this hand, with the hand, and then place the right hand on your left knee. So this is the next asana, the Bharadwajasana. We'll do this together. It's not that hard. Okay, so one foot, the foot that you placed on the side, the right foot continues to be remaining in the same position. Left foot comes on top of your right thigh. Get your knee as close as possible. So get it together so you're able to twist. Now from here you're going to twist. This hand touches the knee. The other hand goes behind, holding on to your feet. Holding on to your feet. Come on, all of you, let's perform the Bharadwajasana. Look backward. As you twist yourself, you're going to look backward. See, even if you're not able to hold, right? If you're not able to hold on to the feet, just turn to the side. Hold on to your knee and push yourself as much as you can. Push yourself as much as you can. One foot out and turn yourself. Come on, push yourself, hold there. You're going to visualize Lord Subramanya, Kartikeya, who is the ruler of the planet of Mars, in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Relax, slowly come back to a center position. Now the next asana is going to be Virasana 5. In Virasana 5, now you're going to sit on the heel of the foot that is stretched backward. You're going to sit on top of it. Now the foot that is there in front of you, if you have your malas on, you're going to pull your mala backward, because we are going to pull our feet as close as possible towards our stomach. So you're going to pull the feet that is there in front of you, try to raise it up as high as possible, trying to bring the sole of your feet towards your navel center. Hold on to it with your left hand. Place your right hand on top of your knee and hold the position. You can use both your hands if you want to apply extra pressure to hold it in position. You can use both your hands to do it. Try to bring the sole of your feet towards your navel center. Hold here. Now you're going to visualize Swamiji in your inner space and embody the state and space of bravery as you perform Virasana with the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यसे दूरु संस्थितम् इतरस्मिंस्तथा पश्चात् वीरासनमितीरितम्.
Relax. Relax. The next asana we are going to perform is going to be Bhairu Asana. So in Bhairu Asana, you are once again going to pull that foot as close as possible towards your stomach and place it there. From here you are going to raise both your hands up above your head, holding on to your hands. So try to place your foot as close as possible towards your stomach and then move your hand. Okay, so you're going to try to pull it as high as possible. After that, you're then going to release the leg and raise your hands above your head, holding on to your head, the crown of your head, as you perform the Bhairu Asana. Now from here, stretch your hands up towards the sky. Stretch your hands up towards the sky, interlocking your fingers. Stretch it all the way up towards the sky. Bring your gaze towards your nose. Bring your gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as the head of a wolf pack in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मूलद्वारिटिकबैसिकधरे वामपादगुद औन्धो करे एडी अग्रगुदातरि धरे ऊर्ध्वचिपि अंगुष्ठतरि करे.
Relax, drop your hands. Relax. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Baddha Matsyendrasana. Now, as you are sitting on your left foot, place your right foot on top of the left knee towards the side, as you can see. Now, twist your body towards the raised knee. And you're going to insert your hand in the gap between your knee and hold on to it with your other hand from the back. Hold on to it with the other hand from the back. So we'll show it to you once again. So from the existing leg, either you can do that or on the same leg, whichever you are in. So from this position, you're going to cross one foot to the other side. Okay, now the opposite hand of the crossed foot, you're going to take it and turn towards the side. From here, you're going to try and insert this hand in the gap between your knee and your thigh. Try to insert it there, and then the other hand goes all the way behind, holding on to your hands which came through the gap. Okay, so if you're not able to do this, if you're not yet there, so you're going to sit on one foot and then place the other across. Raise your hand and try to bring it onto the other side and get your opposite hand at the back. placing it on the ground, and twist yourself. So we are now performing Baddha Matsyendrasana. Hold the position. As you perform the Baddha Matsyendrasana, open out your shoulder and try to twist yourself. Visualize yourself as the great sage and yogi, Lord Matsyendranatha, who is the founder of the Hatha Yoga in your inner space, and the internal japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुक्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम् अभ्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्थिरत्वं हि ददाति पुंसाम्.
Relax. Relax, stretch your feet out, stretch both your feet out and just shake it out. Just shake out your feet. Just relax it. Rotate your ankles. You can use your hands to shake out your thighs, your knees. We are going to be repeating the same sequence on the other leg. Till now we did everything with one leg bent, right? So this time we are going to bend the other leg and repeat this entire sequence. So just relax your feet off. We're going to go to the next one. Okay. So now let's go on to the next asana. We're going to be this time repeating Jnanasana. For repeating into Jnanasana, first bend your left leg, place it on the outside of your butt. Bend your left leg, come on every one of you, bend your left leg, place it on the side. Come on, come on, come on, we are just into it. Let's get going. Now bend your right knee, placing your right leg on your left thigh. Bring your right leg onto your left thigh. Place your hands on your respective knees and sit down in the position where you feel the pain. See where the pain is coming from, where the discomfort is coming from, and hold. Now perform the Samakumbhaka with a faint breath of inhalation and exhalation. See the prana at your navel center mentally. Hold here and continue to breathe. Now visualize Devi Saraswati in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथान्यदासनं कृत्वा सर्वव्याधिनिवारणं योगाभ्यासी भवेत् क्षिप्रं ज्ञानासनप्रसादतः दक्षपादोरुमूले च वामपादतलं तथा दक्षपादतलं दक्षपार्श्वे संयोज्य धारयेत्.
Now we are going to be entering into Kubjikasana. So the left foot that is there on your the right foot that you have placed on your left thigh, you're going to pull it as high as possible towards your armpits and try to hold. Try to get it as close as possible towards your armpit. Pull your feet up. Pull your right foot up as close as possible towards your right armpit. Come on, pull, pull, pull and hold. Whatever is the maximum you're able to stretch yourself, you're going to lift until there and hold. While doing this, you're going to visualize Swamiji liberating you from all your karmas and the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ जठराग्निसन्दीपनं गुल्मप्लीहशूलहरकुब्जिकासनं किञ्चित्तिर्यक्शक्तिमा स्थाप्य जानमूर्ध्वं धृत्वा सम्परावर्तनेन कक्षमूले पादमादाय तिष्ठेत् एतत्पीठं कुब्जिकं वह्निकारी.
Relax, slowly drop that feet back on the ground. Now bring that right foot as close as possible towards your left thigh. Place it on top of your left thigh and bring your knees as close as possible. We are going to be entering into the Bharadwajasana. So try to bring your knees as close as possible. Come on, all of you, try to bring your knees as close as possible. Now from this position, you're going to be twisting yourself towards the back. So raise your left hand, all of you, please raise your left hand. Hold on to it. Hold on to the right knee with your left hand. Now turn your right hand all the way, twist it all the way behind and try to hold on to your right foot. As you twist, look backward, not forward, look back. Look backward as you twist yourself. Look backward and hold. Hold the position. You're going to visualize Lord Kartikeya, Subramanya in your inner space as the ruler of the planet Mars, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Relax. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Virasana 5. So in Virasana 5, you're going to lift the right leg and try to bring it as close as possible towards your navel center. Once you get it there, then leave it and interlock your hands, placing it over your crown center. All of you, place your hands on your crown center, interlock your fingers and place it on your head. Now from here, stretch your hands out all the way up towards the sky. Stretch your hands out, your entire shoulders, stretching yourself. Hold the position. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and embody the space of bravery in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यसेदूरु संस्थितम् इतरस्मिंस्तथा पश्चात् वीरासनमितीरितम्.
The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Baddha Matsyendrasana. So this time in Baddha Matsyendrasana, you are going to bend the right knee and sit on top of your right knee. All of you bend your right knee and sit on top of it. Bring your left knee across. Bring your left foot across your right knee. Whichever knee was bent, you are going to lift that out and place it on the other side. Come on, all of you get into this position. All of you get into this position. Okay, from here, now raise your right hand. All of you raise your right hand. Twist towards the side, bringing it outside the left knee. Now once you're comfortable here, you're going to bend the elbow and insert your hand in the gap between your calf and your thigh, and get the other hand from behind, holding on to your fingers. If you're not able to twist and get it all the way back, just raise, twist it, place both the hands on the ground and twist, look backward. Look backward, come on, look backward. Hold the position. As we perform the Baddha Matsyendrasana, you're going to visualize yourself as Sage Matsyendranatha, who is the founder of the Hatha Yoga, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पार्श्वाभ्यां धृत्यते जास्तु पार्श्वमत्स्येन्द्रमुत्तमं करेण बन्धयेत् तत्तो बद्धमत्स्येन्द्रासनम्.
Relax, stretch both your feet out and shake it out. Relax, stretch both your feet out and shake it out. Okay, relax. The next asana we are going to enter into is Baddha Konasana. So with your feet, both your feet stretched out, you're going to now bring the heels closer to your perineum. Bend your knees, bring both your heels close to your perineum. Interlock your fingers around your feet. Interlock your fingers around your feet. Try to bring your thighs onto the ground. You can flap your feet like the wings of a butterfly. Try to push your thighs all the way towards the ground. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Padmam Brahmam Stata Siddham Swastikam Vajramasana Baddhakonam Bhadra Prishtam Mulabandham Tadhaivacha.
Now place your hands on top of your respective heels. Place your hands on top of your respective heels. Instead of interlocking, you're just going to place your palms on your respective heels. Sit straight. We are now going to be performing the Santa Kumbhaka. You're going to inhale through your nose and hold the breath internally. Visualize the presence of the air, the Vayu that you inhaled inside and around you, inside and outside your body. You're encapsulated in the Vayu, the breath, the air, and then slowly exhale. Continue to perform the Santa Kumbhaka. Now, visualize yourself as Lord Veerabhadra as we perform the Bhadrasana 4 and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
वृषणनी नीचे सीवनी नाडाबा भागमाडाबा पगनी एड़ी पगने उल्टा विने राखवी आने अने सीवनी ना जमना भागमा जमन पगनी एड़ी पगने उल्टा विने राखवी.
Relax. The next asana we are going to be entering into is Yonyasana. So in Yonyasana, you are now going to be holding on to your feet and try to pull them inwards towards you. Try to bring your feet inwards towards you and hold them with your hands. Try to raise your feet as much as possible and pull your feet inwards. Come on, try to pull it in and hold. See, you need to make sure that both your feet are placed together. Okay, from there, try to pull both of it together inward. See, this will not work by pulling one foot at a time. You have to pull both of it together because the bend is different. So you have to try and pull both your foot together. So try and lift it, pulling it as close to you as possible. Now in this position, you're going to visualize the Yoni Mandala in your inner space, the energy of Devi Parashakti, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पादौ सम्मील्य पादाग्रे आधारे पार्श्वलिङ्गादतः आनीय पादतलयोः संविशेत् योन्यासनं भवति.
Relax, drop your feet onto the ground, just relax. Okay, we are now going to be entering into the next asana, which is the Goraksha Bhadrasana. In Goraksha Bhadrasana, now you're going to pull your feet in the opposite direction, which means your toes are going to go downward and your heels up. Okay, you're going to try and pull your heels backward. Okay, we will repeat it. We will show it for every one of you again. So from having your feet together, you're going to try and pull your heels close to you, your feet on the ground. First come to this position. Try to pull your feet as close as possible and try to hold there. For those who are able to do it, then what you're going to do is you're going to use the support of your hands, come on top of your knees and slowly bend forward and down, trying to put your feet towards the back. So this is the asana. Let's do this together. Okay, for most of us, from the seated position, with both your feet together, you're going to lift your heel. Okay, try to lift your heel as close as possible towards your perineum and try to place your toes on the ground. Let's hold in this position. Come on, all of you try. Every one of you try doing this. You have to pull it with both your feet together. Only then it will come in. You cannot do one leg at a time. Now, while you're doing this, you're going to visualize the great sage Gorakhanatha in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
वृषणनी नीचे सीवनी ना डाबा भागमा डाबा पगनी एडी पगने उल्टा विने राखवी.
Relax. Relax. Now we are going to get both our feet at the back. Get on top of your knees, sit on your knees in Vajrasana. Now widen out your knees, stretch your knees out, and your toes are behind you. Toes are behind you. Now hold on to the opposite ankles with your hands crossed behind your back. Hold on to the opposite ankles with the hands crossed behind your back. Now visualize Swami turning on patterns with his love and relax. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be the corner. So just stretch your feet out in front of you and relax. Just stretch them out. Stretch the mouth. Just shake out your knees. The next asana we are going to perform is going to be Supta Baddha Konasana. Now we are going to be practicing this because we need to pull both our feet towards your navel center. We're going to pull our feet inward. So you're going to first bend your knees and bring your feet towards your perineum. And then from this position, you're going to simultaneously, you cannot do this one leg at a time. You need to simultaneously pull both the feet inward as close as possible towards your navel center. So you're going to pull your feet inward as close as possible towards your navel center. And hold. Only where you start feeling the discomfort, that is where you are going to start pushing yourself to go to the next level. So wherever you feel the discomfort, just try to hold there for a few seconds. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Supta Baddha Konasana and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
भद्रासनं सुखं स्थाप्य विपरीते तु पदे अनेके कुर्याचै तत्कामदहनं भवेत्.
Slowly relax. Just relax your feet again. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Bekasana. In Bekasana, once again, it's going to be a similar way of doing it. The difference is that you'll be interlocking your hands around your neck once you lift it. But first, we are once again try and pull our feet inward. Try and pull your feet inward and try to hold in that position. See, even if you want to try one leg at a time, you can try. So try to hold one foot and pull it in. Twist the foot inward, okay? So it's not just pulling it towards your stomach, but it's also twisting your foot inward. Trying to get it as close as possible towards your navel center. So you can try one leg at a time. And then the other. Come on, all of you, try to pull your feet. Now, let's pull both our feet together. So first you're going to try and open it like a book. Okay, first open your foot, each of your foot like a book. Okay, once you open it out, then try to together get it closer to your stomach, pulling it inward. And try to hold the position. Now visualize yourself as a frog in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ध्यायेद्ध्यचित्पदं भ्रान्तमासनस्थसुखाय च यदि सर्वाङ्गमुत्तोल्य गगने खेचरासनम्.
Relax. Relax. Once again, just shake out your feet. Okay, let's now move to the next asana. The next asana is going to be Bhagasana 2. Once again, bring both your feet close to your perineum. Bring both your feet close to your perineum. This time, your heel remains on the ground. Your toes are lifted upward. Okay, your heels are on the ground. Lift your toes upward. Split up, trying to get your toes towards your navel center. Your heels remain on the ground. Just pull your toes along. Try to lift. Try to hold the position. Request all the acharyas on the ground to assist the participants. Just go around and help the participants. Heels to be on the ground, but the toes are pulled backward towards your stomach. If you require, the acharyas can apply a gentle pressure, trying to push it closer towards your navel center. Hold the position. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Bhagasana 2 and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ध्यायेद्धिचित्पदं भ्रान्तमासनस्थसुखाय च यदि सर्वाङ्गमुत्तोल्य गगने खेचरासनं महाभेकासनं प्रोक्तं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकं महाविद्यां महामन्त्रं प्राप्नोति जपदीयः.
Relax. Slowly relax your feet. You can stretch it out and rotate your ankles. Rotate your ankles, stretching your feet out. Let's stand up for a moment and we are going to shake our feet out. All of you stand up and just walk forward and backward on your mat. Just shaking your feet out. You can try a couple of squats. Try to just stretch it out. Just relax your muscles in your leg. Just walk forward and backward on your mat. If you want to rotate your knees, you can rotate your knees. See if there is any kind of discomfort that is there and just stretch that muscle out or the joint. Pull your knees close to your chest, one leg at a time. Like Balalingasana, pull it close. And then repeat it on the other side. Just relax. Shake out your feet. Now, let's all enter into the Shavasana. Let's lay down on our back. All of you lay down on your back. Have a slight gap between your feet. Place your hands by the sides of your hips, palms facing up towards the sky. And relax.
परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द.
Slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Slowly move your fingers, move your toes. Bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees with your hands and roll yourself to the left and right. Roll yourself to the left and right. And slowly come into a seated position. Sit straight. Bring your hands in front of your heart in the Anjali Mudra. Let us now offer our gratitude to Swamiji and end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everybody. Nithyanandam. Let's gather back for the puja in the next 20 minutes. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம் நொய்யார் தமக்கு மூலங்கையா மலக்க கனி பொய்யாயொழிய மிகு மெய்யாயுலதான்மா ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம் நெய்யாய் நிரந்தரந்தான் நெய்யா தீர்ந்திடவும் பொய்யா மூடம்புலக மெய்யா மூளை தேழும் பொய் மையார் நினைவனுவும் உய்யா தொடுக்கிடவே மெய்யார் இதய வெளி வெய்யோன் சுயமான்மா விலங்குமே இருளடங்குமே ஈதரொடுங்குமே இன்பம் பொங்குமே ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம். ஊனாருடல் இதுவே நானாமெனும் நினைவே நானா நினைவுகள் சேர் ஊனாரேனும் அதனால் நானாரிடமேதென்று ஊனால் நினைவுகள் போய் நானானெனக்குகையுள் தானாய் திகழும் ஆன்ம ஞானமே இதுவே மோனமே ஏகவானமே இன்பத்தானமே. ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை. ஐயே அதிசுலபம். அறிதலின்றி பின்னை எதறிகிலேன்றென்னை அறிந்திதிர்பின் என்னையுலதறிய பின்ன உயிர்களில பின்ன விளக்கெனும் அத்தன்னை தனிலுணர மின்னுந்தனுள்ளான்ம பிரகாசமே அருள் விலாசமே அகவிநாசமே இன்ப விகாசமே. ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை. ஐயே அதிசுலபம். கண்மாதி கட்ட விழ ஜென்மாதி நட்ட மேள எம்மார்கமதனினும் இம்மார்க்கம் மிக்கெளிது சொன்மானதனுவின் கண்மாதி சிறிதின்றி சும்மாவமர்ந்திருக்க அம்மாவகத்தில் ஆன்ம சோதியே நீதானுபூதியே ஈராது பீதியே இன்பவம் போதியே. ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை. ஐயே அதிசுலபம். பின்னாதிய விலங்கும் கண்ணாதிய பொறிக்கும் கண்ணாமன கணுக்கும் கண்ணாய் மனவினுக்கும் பின்னாயோரு பொருள் வேறென்னா திறந்தபடி யுன்னாடுலத் தொழிரும் அண்ணாமலையன் ஆன்மா காணுமே அருளும் வேணுமே அன்பு பூணுமே இன்பு தோணுமே. ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை. ஐயே அதிசுலபம். ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை. ஐயே அதிசுலபம். நொய்யார் தமக்கு முழங்கையா மலக்க கனி பொய்யாயொழிய மிகு மெய்யாயுலதான்மா. ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆன்ம வித்தை. ஐயே அதிசுலபம்.
Bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, we request all the participants, please settle down with your puja kits and be seated in the space of gratitude and deep restful awareness in your Ananda Gandha. Please avoid any forms of distractions such as your laptop, your phone or anything else. Please be settled in front of your puja kit. Any other items that you may require will be provided by the sannyasis who are with you. Please settle down in a space of restful awareness in your Ananda Gandha. Remembering Swamiji's presence in your Ananda Gandha, establish yourself in the space of oneness with Swamiji. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. We request all the participants to please settle down with your puja kits. Can be seated either in Sukhasana or Padmasana or the Ardha Padmasana. Be seated with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Let us now enter into the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Before we begin the Pada Puja and the Paramashiva Puja today, we request all the participants to declare the following with integrity and authenticity. If you agree to the following, please say yes loudly. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that the cosmic energy exists.
Yes.
Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that Swamiji, Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti, the Guru Padukas and the Atmalinga are the Chinmay Vigrahas, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy.
Yes.
Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that whatever I offer to Swamiji, Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti during the Pada Puja and the Paramashiva Puja will reach the cosmic source of energy directly.
Yes.
Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth of Sohamasmi, that even when I worship, I am Him. Yes. Let us now enter into the Pratyaksha Pada Puja with the Sadguru Vandanam, invoking the presence of our beloved Bhagavan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us now enter into the Sadguru Vandanam. Please take a few flowers in your hands, hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra, and offer the flowers at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nithyananda Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Lalate Tripundri Nitila Kasturi Tilakaha Spuranmala Dharaspurita Katikaupi Navasanaha Dadhano Dustaram Shirasi Phanirajam Shashikalam Pradipas Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. Please offer the flowers at Swamiji's feet. Next, we'll be performing the Tattvachamanam. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Next is the Shuklambaradaram. Please take a few flowers and akshata in your hands. Clench your hands into the Mushti Mudra and tap the sides of the forehead along with the mantra. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye. Next we'll be performing the pranayama, which is the inhalation, retention and the exhalation of the breath. We'll be performing the pranayama as we chant the Samhita mantras thrice internally. Om Hum Ishanamurtaya Namo, Om Him Tatpurushavaktaya Namo, Om Hum Agorahridaya Namo, Om Him Mamdevukhaya Namo, Om Hum Satyajatamartaya Namo, Om Hamridaya Namo, Om Him Shrisaya Namo, Om Hum Shikaya Namo, Om Him Kavataya Namo, Om Hum Netrebhyo Namaha, Om Hahastraya Namaha. Om Hum Ishanamurtaya Namo, Om Him Tatpurushavaktaya Namo, Om Hum Agorahridaya Namo, Om Him Mamdevukhaya Namo, Om Hum Satyajatamartaya Namo, Om Hamridaya Namo, Om Him Shrisaya Namo, Om Hum Shikaya Namo, Om Him Kavataya Namo, Om Netrebhyo Namaha, Om Hahastraya Namaha. Om Hum Ishanamurtaya Namo, Om Him Tatpurushavaktaya Namo, Om Hum Agorahridaya Namo, Om Him Mamdevukhaya Namo, Om Hum Satyajatamartaya Namo, Om Hamridaya Namo, Om Him Shrisaya Namo, Om Hum Shikaya Namo, Om Him Kavataya Namo, Om Netrebhyo Namaha, Om Hahastraya Namaha. Next is the Sankalpa. Please clasp your hands and place them on the right thigh. Create an intention to manifest your reality as you establish yourself in the space of Sohamasmi, that you are Paramashiva. Let us now enter into the Sankalpa. Om Mamopata Samasta Duridakshayadvara Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Parardhe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavinshaditame Nitya Yuge Prathame Pade Jambudvipe Bharatavarshe Bharatakhande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shakabdhe Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike Prabhavadinam Shashtyaha Samvatsaranam Madhye Vishwavasunama Samvatsare Uttarayane Lakshmi Venkateshwara Ritu Mithunamase Krishnapakshe Trayodashyam Shubhadito Somavasarayuktayam Kritika Nakshatra Dhriti Yoga Vanijakarana Evam Guna Visheshana Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhatithau Shri Kailasa Dvadashantashyamala Pitharudha Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Bhinna Swarupa Parshivaputra Ratnakumara Gurumanyatulyavatara Shri Parvati Stanyapana Labdha Divya Jnana Vishruta Sakala Nigama Gamasara Bhuta Dravida Veda Pravaktre Srimat Paramashiva Karuna Samadhikata Mukta Maya Chaturashrayana Giyamana Chatra Chamara Shri Jinhaka Haladi Samasta Birada Valyalankrita Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti Sarvajana Sangha Sadyo Nirvana Diksha Vyayapa Varga Varsha Vishrana Jimuta Paramataka Bhakesari Shaiva Siddhanta Sthapanacharya Shri Rajadhiraja Pandya Maharaja Guru Shabana Shakyadi Mahandakara Nivarana Jnana Bhanu Vikshana Narharha Tujochedana Purvaka Srimad Rishabhadvajastapaka Shaiva Samaya Katre Sarvajna Vidharudha Shri Jagat Guru Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Vagisha Sundara Manikya Vachaka Swami Nam Avatara Bhuta Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami Punardhrita Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pita Tranabhadyuttara Dvishatatama Guru Mahasannidhanam Arunagiri Yogishwara Paramparagata Arunachala Sarvajna Pita Guru Mahasannidhanam Kailasa Paramparagata Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Pita Trayasrimshaduttara Dvishatatama Guru Mahasannidhanam Nityotsava Nitya Mangala Nitya Kalyana Nitya Rajita Kailasa Paramparagata Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pitha Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pitha Katre साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाको हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरुवरं परा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्णपीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु शील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यानाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थ काम मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगल अवाप्त्यर्थम भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतार भूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रत्यक्ष पाद पूजां करिष्ये श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव पूजां च करिष्ये. Please drop the flowers and akshata onto your right hand side and rinse your hand with an uddarni of water. Om apa upasprishya. Next we'll be entering into the Ghantanada. Please take the bell in your left hand. Hold it at the level of your heart center and ring the bell along with the mantra. Om Agamarthantu Devanam Gamanarthantu Rakshasam Ghantanadam Karom Yadu Devata Hwanalanchanam Ghanta Devatabhyo Namaha. Next is the Manasa Puja, the internal worship. We request all the participants to please be seated in a space of restful awareness, remembering Swamiji in your Ananda Gandha. As we chant the mantras of the Manasa Puja, perform all the upacharas, make all the offerings, such as the offering of the seat, the asanam, the padyam, washing Swamiji's feet, offering him achamanam, the water for mouthwash, offering him a bath. All these upacharas, the various offerings that we make to Swamiji during the Pada Puja, make these offerings to Swamiji within your inner space, in your Ananda Gandha. The meaning of the mantra of the Manasa Puja we will chant now is: I offer a seat in the lotus of my heart, which is anointed with the nectar from the 1,000-petaled lotus. I offer water for washing the feet, and I offer my mind as a traditional bouquet. With that same nectar, I offer water for sipping and bathing. The element of space becomes the clothing, and the essence of fragrance becomes the perfume. Let my mind be offered as a flower, and the life breath become the incense. The element of tejas becomes the lamp, and the ocean of nectar becomes the food offering. The unstruck sound becomes the bell, and the element of air becomes the fan. The 1,000-petaled lotus becomes the umbrella, and the principle of sound becomes the song. All the activities of the senses and the restlessness of the mind become the dance. I offer the garland of lotuses as a beautiful girdle with various flowers. I worship the divine consciousness, the flowers of pure emotions. I offer the flowers of absence of deceit, absence of ego, absence of attachment, absence of pride, absence of delusion, absence of hypocrisy, absence of hatred, and absence of agitation, absence of envy, and the absence of greed. The wise know these as the 10 flowers. The non-violence is the supreme flower, and control of the senses, compassion, forgiveness, and wisdom are the 5 flowers. Thus, with these 15 flowers of pure emotions, I worship Paramashiva. Now, please take a few flowers in your hands. Hold your hands in the Kurma Mudra in front of the Ananda Gandha. The Kurma Mudra symbolizes, it represents the quality of a tortoise for pulling its senses inwards, just as the way a tortoise pulls itself within its shell. We pull in our senses into our inner space, into our Ananda Gandha, bringing our awareness into the Ananda Gandha. Let us now enter into the Manasa Puja. Om Hritpadmasanam Dadyat Sahasrarachyutamritaihi Padyam Charanayor Dadyat Manastu Arghyam Nivedayet Tenamritena Achamaniyam Snaniyam Tena Jasmritam Akashatattvam Vastram Syat Gandhasyat Gandhatatvakam Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam Dhupam Pranan Prakalpayet Tejastatvam cha deepartham naivedyam syat sudham buddhihi anahatadhvanirghantam vayutattvam cha chamaram sahasraram bhavet chhatram shabdatattvam cha geetakam nrittamindriya karmani chanchalyam manasastatha sumekhalam padmamalam pushpam nana vidham tatha amayadyair bhava pushpaihi archayet bhava gocharam अमायं मनहंकारं अरागं ममदं तथा अमोहकमदं पंच अद्वेष अक्षोभकौ तथा अमात्सर्यं मलोभं च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पंचमम् इति पंचदशैर्भावपुष्पैः Sampojayet Bhagavantam Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Next we'll be entering into the Upachara Puja, which is the external worship. The first is the offering of Asanam, the offering of the seat. Now, please take the Asanam, please take a few akshatas in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Asanam Om Sarvabhutantarasthaya Sarvabhutantaratmane Kalpayam Yupaveshartham Asanam Te Namo Namaha Om Hrim Idam Suvarnasanam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Next is the offering of Swagatam, the offering of welcoming Swamiji. Now, please take a few flowers in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Swagatam Om Shantatvat Sarvakartritva Bhavo Paratikaranat Shiva Uktau Mahatantra Mantra Vidbhis Sada Shivaha Tasmai Shivaya Gurave Vitaraga Vai अमेयत्वातनन्तोऽयम् अजत्वाच प्रकीर्तितः यस्य दर्शनमिच्छन्ति देवा स्वाभीष्टसिद्धये तस्मै ते परमेशान स्वागतं स्वागतं प्रभो अद्य मे सफलं जन्म जीवनं सफला क्रियाः स्वागतं यत्त्वया तन्मे तपसां फलमागतम् ॐ ह्रीं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव Swagatam Suswagatam Te. Next is the offering of Padyam, the offering of water for washing Swamiji's feet. Now, Please take an udharni of water in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Padyam Om Yadbhaktilesha Samparkat Paramananda Samplavah Tasmai Te Parameshana Padyam Shuddhaya Kalpaye Om Hrim Etat Padyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Next is the offering of Arghya, the offering of the traditional bouquet. Now please take the Arghya in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Arghyaha Om Durvakshata Samayuktam Bilvapatram Tatha Param Shobhanam Shankhapatrastham Grahanadhyam Maheshwara Om Hrim Esho Arghyaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swaha. Next is the offering of Achamaniyam, the offering of the water for mouthwash. Please take an udharni of water and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Achamaniyam Om Mandaginyastu Yadvari Sarvapapaharam Shubham Grahanachamaniyam Tvam Maya Bhaktya Niveditam Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swadha. Next is the offering of Madhuparka, the offering of the nectarine drink. Please take the Madhuparka in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Madhuparkaha Om Sarvakalmashanashaya Paripurna Sudhatmakam Madhuparkamimam Deva Kalpayami Prasidame Om Hrim Esha Madhuparkaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swadha. Next is the offering of Gandhatailam, the offering of the scented oil. Now please take some Gandhatailam in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Gandhatailam Om Sneham Grahana Snehena Lokanam Hitakaraka Sarvalokeshu Shuddhastvam Dadami Snehamuttamam Om Hrim Idam Gandhatailam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. Next is the offering of Snaniyam, the offering of water for the sacred bath. Now please take an udharni of water in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Snaniyam Om Idam Snaniyam Om Idam Sushitalam Vari Swachham Shuddham Manoharam Snanartham Te Maya Bhaktya Kalpitam Pratigrihyataam Om Hrim Idam Snaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. Next is the offering of Vastram, the offering of the sacred clothes. Now please take the Vastram in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Vastram Om Maya Chitrapata Channa Nijagukhyoru Tejase Niravarana Vijnaya Vasaste Kalpayamyaham Om Hrim Idam Vastrottariyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. Next is the offering of Abharanam, the offering of the sacred jewelry. Now please take the Abharanam in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Abharanam Om Swabhava Sundarangaya Nana Shaktyashrayayate सुवर्णं भूषणं तुभ्यं कल्पयामि प्रसीद मे ॐ ह्रीं इदं सुवर्णाभरणं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानंद परमशिवाय निवेदयामि. Next is the offering of Gandha, the offering of the sandalwood paste. Now please take some Gandha, the sandalwood paste, in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Gandhaha Om Shariram te na janami cheshtam naiva cha maya niveditan gandhan pratigrihya vilipyatam Om Hrim Esha Gandha सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः. Next is the offering of Pushpam, the offering of the fragrant flowers. Now please take a few flowers smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Pushpam Om तुरीयवन संपन्नं नाना गुणमनोहरं आनन्दसौरभं पुष्पं गृह्यताम् इदमुत्तमम् ॐ ह्रीं एतानि सचन्दनपुष्पाणि सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानंद परमशिवाय वौषट्. Next is the offering of the Bilva Patram, the offering of the Bilva leaves. Now please take a few Bilva leaves smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Bilva Patram Om Amritodbhavam Shri Vriksham Shankarasya Sada Priyam Bilva Patram Prayachami Pavitram Te Sureshwara Om Hrim Etani Sachandana Bilva Patrani सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानंद परमशिवाय वौषट्. Next is the offering of the Tulasi Patram, the offering of the Tulsi leaves. Please take a few Tulsi leaves smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Tulasi Patram Om Namaste Bahurupaya Varadamurtaye Paramatmane Swaha Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Tulasi Patram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Next is the offering of the Dhupa and Deepa along with the Naivedyam and the Arati. Now please light the lamps and the incense sticks before we enter into the offering of Dhupa. Please take the lit incense in your hands and slowly wave it towards Swamiji along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Dhupaha Om Vanaspatiraso Divyo Gandhadyassu Manoharaha Agreya Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihyatam Om Hrim Eshad Dhupaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Next is the offering of Deepa, the offering of the lit lamp. Now please take the Deepa in your hands and slowly wave it towards Swamiji along with the mantra. Deepaha Om Suprakasho Mahadeepaha Sarvatastimiراpaha Sabāhyābhyantarajyotir Deepoyam Pratigrihyataam Om Hrim Eshad Deepaha सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः. Next is the offering of Naivedyam. Please take an uddarni of water and hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Naivedyam Om Naivedyam Vividham Deva Sharkaradi Vinirmitam Maya Niveditam Bhaktya Grahana Parameshwara. Om Hrim Idam Shopakarana Naivedyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. Next is the offering of Paniyam, the offering of water for drinking. Now please take an uddarni of water and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Paniyam Om Samastadeva Devesha Sarvatriptikaram Param Akhandananda Sampurnam Grahana Jalamuttamam. Om Hrim Idam Panarthodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Next is the offering of Punarachamaniyam, the offering of water for the mouthwash. Please take an uddarni of water in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Punarachamaniyam Om Uchishtamapya Shuchirva Yasya Smaranamatrataha Shuddhimapnoti Tasmai Te Punarachamaniyakam. Om Hrim Idam Punarachamaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Swaha. Next is the offering of the Ararthikam. Please take the lit arati with the lit camphor in your hands. Slowly wave the arati towards Swamiji along with the mantra and please ring the bell as you do so. Arartrikam Om Bhim Esha Deepamala Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Sangrahanyeshtya Yajate Imam Janatagum Sangranhaniti Dwadasharatni Rashana Bhavati Dwadashavasa Samvatsaraha Samvatsarameva Varundhe Maunji Bhavati Urvai Munjaha Urjameva Varundhe Chitra Nakshatram Bhavati Chitram Va Etat Karma Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayaravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Aratrikam Samarpayami Bhagavate Nityananda Paramashiva Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Next is the offering of Pushpanjali. Please take a few flowers in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet by the end of the mantra. Pushpanjalihi Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Saram Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tarshitam Yena Shri Gurave Namaha. Andhas Nyanya Chakshmilitam Yena Shri Gurave Dhavidane Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mannath Shri Jagannatho Madguru Shri Jagadguruhu Mama Atma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaruratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः ॐ नित्यानन्दम् We will now be entering into the Paramashiva Puja. Let's begin with the Tattvachamana. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. We will now be entering into the Sakala Krama. Using the left hand, wipe the front and back of your right hand once, and using the right hand, wipe the front and back of your left hand twice. Om Ha Astraya Namaha. Bring your hands together in the Namaskar Mudra in front of your third eye, visualizing that there is nectar oozing out of your third eye and drenching your hands. Shaktaye Vaushate. Now bring your palms in front of your face, with the palms facing you. Touch the thumbs to the respective palms. Om Ham Shivasanaya Namaha. Om Ham Shivamurtaye Namaha. Now touch the tip of the little fingers with the thumbs and slowly move the thumbs down. Om Ham Sadyojata Murtaye Namaha. Touch the tip of the ring fingers and slowly move the thumb down. Om Him Vamadeva Gukhyaya Namaha. Touch the tip of the middle finger and slowly move the thumb down. Om Hum Aghora Hridayaya Namaha. Touch the tip of the index fingers and slowly move your thumb down. Om Hem Tatpurusha Vaktraya Namaha. Now, using the index fingers, touch the thumbs and slowly move your index fingers down. Om Hum Ishana Murdhaya Namaha. Again, bring the thumbs to the center of the respective palms. Om Ham Hum Vidyadehaya Namaha. Now bend the index, middle and ring fingers such that they touch the center of their respective palms. Om Hum Netrebhyo Namaha. Touch the thumb again to the center of the respective palms. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. Now again, using your thumb, touch the tip of the little finger and slowly move your thumb down. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Touch the tip of the ring finger and slowly move it down. Om Him Shirase Namaha. Touch the tip of the middle finger and slowly move your thumb down. Om Hum Shikhaye Namaha. Touch the tip of the index fingers and slowly move them down. Om Haim Kavachaya Namaha. Now touch the tip of the thumb and slowly move the index finger down. Om Ha Astraya Namaha. Bring both your hands into the Mushti Mudra, clench together, and then rotate them around each other once. Om Haim Kavachaya Hum. Bring your hands into the Namaskar Mudra. Om Ham Shivaya Vaushate. Next, bring the palms to the in front of your face. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. Now, Touch the tip of the right hand, ring finger and thumb joined together. Touch your Anandagandha. Om Ham Shivasanaye Namaha. Om Ham Shivamurtaye Namaha. Touch the tip of the little finger and thumb for both your hands and touch the respective knees. Om Ham Sadyojata Murtaye Namaha. Using the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch the navel center. Om Him Vamadeva Guhyaya Namaha. Touch the middle finger and thumb joined together. Touch the heart center. Om Hum Aghora Hridayaya Namaha. Touch the index finger and thumb joined together. And touch the upper lip. Om Hem Tatpurusha Vaktraya Namaha. Touch with the tip of the thumb, touch the top of the head. Om Hum Ishana Murdhaya Namaha. Again with the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch the Anandagandha. Om Ham Hum Vidya Dehaya Namaha. Now with the index, middle and ring fingers joined together, touch the three eyes. Om Hum Netrebhyo Namaha. With the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch the Anandagandha. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. With the little finger and thumb joined together, touch the heart center. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. With the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch the top of the head. Om Him Shirase Swaha. With the middle finger and thumb joined together, touch the back of the head. Om Hum Chikaye Vashate. Now cross your hands over each other with your index fingers in a hooked position. As we uncross our arms, we will take our hands around our head. Om Haim Kavachaya Hum. Now with the right thumb, tap the left palm, and with the left thumb, tap the right palm. Om Ha Astraya Phate. Now with the index and middle fingers joined together, tap the left palm thrice. Om Ha Astraya Humpate. Now with the index finger and thumb joined together, snap around yourself in all the 10 directions. Om Ha Astraya Phate. Now move your hands from the top of the head to the feet by touching the sides of the body. Om Ham Shivaya Vaushate. Next we'll be entering into the Samanya Arghya Sthapana. Please mix some chandan, the sandalwood powder, flowers and akshata into the water inside the Panchapatram. Now cover the mouth of the Panchapatram with your palm and chant Om 7 times internally. Om 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 Om. Now perform the Digbandhana. Om Ha Astraya Phate. Perform the Avakunthana. Om Haim Kavachaya Hum. Perform the Dhenu Mudra and show it over the water inside the Panchapatram. Om Ham Shivaya Vaushate. Next we'll be entering into the Avahanam, invoking presence of Paramashiva within the Atmalinga. Now please take some akshata and offer to your Atmalinga. Om Ham Shivasanaya Namaha. Please take a few flowers in your hands, keeping your hands in the Anjali Mudra. Meditate on the form of Paramashiva, Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta, Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva in your inner space, and offer the flowers to your Atmalinga by the end of the mantra. Lalate Tripundri Nitilakritagasturi Tilakaha Spuranmala Spuritakatikopi Navasanaha Dadhano Dustaram Shirasifanirajam Shashikalam Pradipas Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. इन्दुनिभपञ्चमुखहस्तदशयुक्तं शूलमृगटङ्कमसि वज्रमभयं स्यात् पाशवरदाङ्कुशमनिज्वलनवामे श्वेतकमलासन सदाशिवस्वरूपम् ॐ हां शिवमूर्तये नमः ॐ हां हों शिवाय नमः श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि now offer a flower onto your show the avahani mudra to your atmalinga om ham shivaya namah ityavahana mudram pradarshya show the sthapani mudra sthapana show the sannidhapana mudra sannidhana show the nishthura mudra nishthura mudram pradarshya show the kalakanthi mudra अस्त्राय हुं फट् इति कालकण्ठी मुद्रां प्रदर्श्य show the linga mudra om ham shivaya namah iti linga mudram show the namaskara mudram show the avakunthana mudra om haim kavachaya hum iti avakunthana mudram cha pradarshya Let us now enter into the Upachara Puja. First is the offering of the Asanam, the offering of the seat. Please take some Akshata in your hands and offer it to your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha Asanam Samarpayami. Now next is the offering of the Padya, Achamana and Arghya. Please take an udani of water, show it to Paramashiva's feet and offer it in the first vessel, the Padya Patra. Om Ham Shivaya Namaha. Now take another udani of water, show it to Paramashiva's mouth and offer it into the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swadha. Now please take another udani of water and show it to Paramashiva's crown and offer it into the third cup, the Arghya Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha Padya Achamana Arghyam Dattva. Now please take another udani of water. Next is the offering of Snaniyam. Please take an udani of water and offer it to your Atmalinga along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha Snanam Samarpayami Snananantaram Achamam Samarpayami. Please take an udani of water, show it to Paramashiva's mouth and offer it into the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swadha. Next is the offering of Vastram. Now please take some Akshata in your hands and offer it onto your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha Vastra Yajna Pavita Uttari Abharanartam Akshatan Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Gandha, the sandalwood paste. Please take some Gandha in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet and onto your Atmalinga along with the mantra. ओम हां हों शिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। गंधान् धारयामि। गंधस्योपरि हरिद्रा कुंकुमं समर्पयामि. Next is the offering of the Ashtapushpa Puja. Now please offer flowers to your Atmalinga each time the word Namaha is chanted. Please take a few flowers in your hands. Let us now perform the Ashtapushpa Puja. Om Bhavaya Devaya Namaha. Bhavasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Sharvaya Devaya Namaha. Sharvasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Ishanaya Devaya Namaha. Ishanasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Pashupater Devaya Namaha. Pashupater Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Ugraya Devaya Namaha. Ugrasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Rudraya Devaya Namaha. Rudrasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Bhimaya Devaya Namaha. Bhimasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Mahate Devaya Namaha. Mahato Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Ashtapushpa Pujam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of the Bilva Patram. Now please take a few Bilva leaves, made with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it to your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Bilva Patram Samarpayami. Next is the offering of Dhupa. Please take a flower and offer it onto the bill. Om Ha Astraya Namaha. Now please sprinkle some water onto the Dhupa. Om Ha Astraya Phate. Offer a flower to the Deepa. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now please take the Dhupa in your hands and slowly wave it towards your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Atha Dhupaha. Om Dhurasi Dhurvadhurvantam Dhurvatayyo Osman Dhurvatitam Dhurvajam Vajam Dhurvamastvam Devanamasi Sastitamam Papritamam Jishtatamam Vanhitamam Devahutamam Hritamasi Havirdanam Dragumhasvamahva Mitrasya Tvajachusha Parekshye Bherma Samviktha Matvahigum Dishum. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Dhupamagrapayami. Please take an udhani of water. Show it to Paramashiva's mouth and offer it into the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swadha. Next is the offering of Deepa. Please sprinkle some water onto the Deepa. Please sprinkle some water onto the Deepa. Om Hahastraya Phate. Offer a flower to the Deepa. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Atha Deepaha. Om Uddipya Svajata Vedo Pagdhinirartam Mama Pashogascha Makhyama Vahajivanam Chadisho Disha Mano Higum Sijata Vedo Gamashwam Purusham Jagate Abhibhratagna Agahi Shriyama Paripadaya. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha. Deepam Sandarshayami. Please take an udhani of water, show it to Paramashiva's mouth and offer it into the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Swadha. Next is the offering of Naivedyam. Please sprinkle some water onto the Naivedyam. Om Haha Astraya Phate. Now offer a flower onto the Naivedyam. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now please take an udhani of water, hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer it onto your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Naivedyam Om मधुवाताऋतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुम्रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुमस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु 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 ॐ हां हों शिवाय नमः श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्तिसमेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि. Please take another udhani of water, show it to Paramashiva's mouth and offer it into the Achamana Patram. Om Ham Shivaya Svadha. Next is the offering of Tambulam. Please offer the Tambulam, the beech leaves and the beetle nut to your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha Tambulam Samarpayami. Next is the offering of the Aratrikam. Please take the lit Arati. Sprinkle some water over the Arati. Om Hahastraya Phate. Offer flower. Om Ham Hridaya Janamaha. Now please take the lit Arati and slowly wave it to Swamiji along with the mantra. Arartrikam Om Somo va etasya rajyamadatte Yo rajasan rajyo vasomena yajate Devasuva methani havigumshi bhavanti Ya etavanto vai devanagum savaha Ta evasmai savan prayachanti Ta enah panasvante rajyaya Devasuraja bhavati Nadatra suryo bhadina chandratarakam Nema vidyut bhanti kuto yamagnihi Tameva bhantamanubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati Pragauram karunavataram samsarasaram bhujagendraharam sada vasantam hridayaravinде bhavam bhavani sahitam namami bhavam bhavani sahitam namami bhavam bhavani sahitam namami. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha Karpura Nirajanam Sandarshayami. Next is the offering of Pushpanjali. Please take a few flowers in your hands. Hold your hands in the Anjali Mudra and offer the flowers at Swamiji's feet and onto your Atmalinga along with the mantra. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Namaha Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. Now please hold the Yajnopavita with your right thumb and perform the Gayatri Mantra Japa 11 times internally. Next, you can please remove your hand from the Yajnopavita and now perform the Shivamula Mantra Japa 11 times internally. Now please take a few flowers, Durvagrasa Nakshata, in your right hand. Om Ham Hridayaya Namah. Om Haim Kavachaya Hum. Om Ham Shivaya Vaushat. Now, please take another of water into your right palm. Hold your hand in the Udbhava Mudra and offer the flowers and the water onto your Atmalinga by the end of the mantra. Om Yatkinchit Karma Devesha Sada Sukrita Dushkritam Tanme Shivapadastasya Bhungshakshapaya Shankara Shivo Data Shivo Bhokta Shiva Sarvamidam Jagate Shivo Yajati Sarvatra Yashiva Sohamevatu Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. Now we'll perform the Tattvachamanam. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svadha Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Svadha Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svadha Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now please bring your hands into the Namaskara Mudra. Let us conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Kailasa is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through Kailasa results in the legal recognition of Kailasa as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in Respect of Treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continue to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency, stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, through well-established legal and historical facts about the Hindu sovereign state of the Surangi Samrajyam, derives all sovereign rights and powers of the royal lineage of the Surangi Samrajyam as its 203rd sovereign emperor, from his inheritance and continuation of the unbroken succession of the kingdom of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam Sarvanapitha. Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, through unification with 20 other sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical, historical entities, became part of the United States of Kailasa, which thus became a sovereign, independent juridical state, with the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam as the sovereign. Just as how the oceanic nations like Tuvalu have safeguarded their sovereignty from the existential threat of total submersion by amending their constitution and asserting that their sovereignty will persist regardless of the loss of their territory, Kailasa, which is a sovereign continuation of 21 sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical historical entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the Kailasa's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as a natural outcome of well-established historical legal facts. Share your time, talent, and treasure. Become part of Kailasa. Sign up as an eCitizen https://kailasa.ecitizen.info.
With Paramashiva's grace, we have evolved UAN, United Nations for Ancient Nations. Paramashiva successfully manifested, and now he is introducing this to all of you, to the world formally, United Ancient Nations. It is United Nations for Ancient Indigenous Nations. This is a profound intergovernmental body. More than 100 ancient nations are already part members of this UAN. It is to unite and support all the indigenous nations, indigenous kingdoms all over the world.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, this ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Kailasa is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through Kailasa results in the legal recognition of Kailasa as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in respect of treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continue to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva, through the line of succession, is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, through well-established legal and historical facts about the Hindu sovereign state of the Surangi Samrajyam, derives all sovereign rights and powers of the royal lineage of the Surangi Samrajyam as its 203rd sovereign emperor, from his inheritance and continuation of the unbroken succession of the kingdom of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam Sarvanapitha. Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, through unification with 20 other sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical, historical entities, became part of the United States of Kailasa, which thus became a sovereign, independent juridical state, with the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam as the sovereign. Just as how the oceanic nations like Tuvalu have safeguarded their sovereignty from the existential threat of total submersion by amending their constitution and asserting that their sovereignty will persist regardless of the loss of their territory, Kailasa, which is a sovereign continuation of 21 sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical historical entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the Kailasa's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as a natural outcome of well-established historical legal facts. Share your time, talent, and treasure. Become part of Kailasa. Sign up as an eCitizen https://kailasa.ecitizen.info.
With Paramashiva's grace, we have evolved UAN, United Nations for Ancient Nations. Paramashiva successfully manifested, and now he is introducing this to all of you, to the world formally United Ancient Nations. It is United Nations for Ancient Indigenous Nations. This is a profound intergovernmental body. More than 100 ancient nations are already part members of this UAN. It is to unite and support all the indigenous nations, indigenous kingdoms all over the world.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Kailasa is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through Kailasa results in the legal recognition of Kailasa as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in respect of treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continue to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency, stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam